What the actual hell? Initially charged on June 12th with first-degree rape and second-degree strangulation in the alleged January 25th, 2024 attack in which prosecutors said he choked and beat a woman while, her on East 12th Street. Prosecutors had claimed that Chabon grabbed the victim's neck, obstructed her breathing, and then carried her to a bed where he allegedly her and struck the victim repeatedly in the face. So he's the son of Pulitzer Prize winning author Michael Chabon, and people are saying it got swept under the rug. I learned to the fact that like there's barely any coverage on this. I mean, for me to find this article just now, there's only this one and the New York Times. So this is the New York Post and the New York Times. These are the only stories on this outside of like a Facebook post. And then the New York Times, you have to have a subscription to even read this. So gave me 7 trillion pop-ups. But all right, here we go. This charge against Abraham Chabon, son of Pulitzer Prize-winning author Michael Chabon, is dropped by prosecutors as of September 29th when this was, this was published. The son of Pulitzer Prize-winning novelist Michael Chabon will no longer face a rape charge in his ongoing sexual assault case, though he will still face a charge of strangulation. So y'all still found him guilty of strangulation, but not whatever happened. Look, don't get me wrong. I know, look, I don't know what the evidence was, et cetera, but it's funny to me that you can still find him guilty of strangulation, but not whatever else she said happened. Prosecutors were no longer charging Abraham Chabon, 22, with first-degree rape because prosecutors cannot prove that charge beyond a reasonable doubt, Manhattan Assistant District Attorney Phoebe Rosenfield said. Prosecutors said that although they fully credit the surviving victim, they dropped the charge due to limitations in New York state law before Manhattan Criminal Court Judge Casey Lally. So this is Abraham on the right, who's accused of this and appears in court with his attorney, Isabel Kirshner, on the left. Chabon is still charged with strangulation and could potentially face additional charges, including assault in the 3rd degree, according to prosecutors. His attorney, Isabel Kirshner, said outside court that she was pleased that prosecutors dismissed the rape count as it couldn't be sustained. We are grateful that the DA's office has chosen to carefully scrutinize the evidence in this matter and to dismiss a charge that cannot be sustained, Kirshner said. We are hopeful that the process will continue and the matter will be resolved appropriately. Chabon, a student at NYU, was initially charged on June 12th with first-degree rape and second-degree strangulation in the alleged January 25th, 2024 attack in which prosecutors said he choked and beat a woman while molesting her on East 12th Street, dude. Prosecutors had claimed that Chabon grabbed the victim's neck, obstructing her breathing, and then carried her to a bed where he allegedly raped her and struck the victim repeatedly in the face. The younger Chabon's father is a celebrated American author who wrote the novel The Amazing Adventures of Cavalier and Clay, which won the Pulitzer Prize in 2001. This is the father, Michael Chabon. He is also known for other works including Wonder Boys, The Mysteries of Pittsburgh, Moonglow, and Telegraph Avenue. Abraham Chabon was released on $45,000 bail after his arraignment on June 13th. Sidebar, Telegraph Avenue, isn't that song by Childish Gambino? That's technically like a sample of Lloyd doing like a LA Leakers like radio commercial or some shit. Anywho, I never knew that was a book, but okay. He faces a mandatory minimum sentence of 2 years in prison and up to 7 years behind bars if convicted on the strangulation charge. He's due back in court on November 20th. So I don't know how guilty or not guilty this situation is. I mean, based on what I'm hearing, I can't look. I don't like stuff like this because you're being charged with strangulation. So they was able to prove that you strangled her. Something physical happened, but we can't sustain that the rest of what happened. I don't know. I can't side with Buddy. You know what I'm saying? But that's my personal opinion. Y'all let me know how y'all think about it in the comments. Give me a like. Give me a follow. Go follow me on YouTube and Twitch. Okay, I'll be live on there. Twitter and Threads. All of those is the same name as here. And then I make great music that I produce, mix, master, all that good stuff myself. Kainen on all platforms, all music platforms. Go fuck with me. I probably got something over here playing at the beginning. Until next time, peace.